Hi, it's Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, where today I did my shopping haul at my local Meijer, Aldi, and I shopped at the Dollar Tree. Well, let me go ahead and turn around the camera and show you my Meijer shopping haul right here. Okay, I went ahead and got 2 gallons of milk, and then I got a half a gallon, and then I picked up a chocolate milk for my grandson. I haven't gone through all the milk that I bought last week. I don't know about you. Sometimes when I get milk, I can get it to last 5 days past the date. Then it starts to taste a little bit funky. And so I do still have about 3/4 of a gallon left, which I am drinking now. But I like to get the milk when I'm out in the area because then it saves me like a special trip, etc. Now I went ahead and got this. Now I don't know if I'm going to be able to take this. I've been trying a lot of vitamin D supplements and I have a lot of allergies. It seems like every one I try I get some kind of reaction, whether it's an allergic reaction or it bothers my bladder. So I thought I would go ahead and try this. It's not exactly something I really want to try, but it does have vitamin D in it. I know it has some artificial, it does have some natural. So I'm going to go ahead and try this and see if I can take it. I mean, there's vitamin D in milk, and I can take milk, and I'm perfectly fine. So it just seems a little, I'm reacting to something else in these vitamin bottles. Went ahead and picked this up actually for my son. The chicken salad, it was clearance, so I figured I'd get that for him. Picked up some breadsticks. I do still have my daughter's, family living with me. And so I like to have enough food stocked up so we can have something kind of quick, for them. I mean, it's not something I'm going to eat just because, again, I stay away from a lot of preservatives, but everybody else, they won't mind to eat it. So I went ahead and got some English muffins. I got the eggs this week at Meijer. They were I don't know about you. I was really surprised at how cheap they were. I had to get some saltine crackers for my husband, and he's not real picky. He really does like the Meijer brand or the Kroger brand saltines rather than, say, Zesta. He just sees the price of the other ones, and he's like, no, I'll just eat these. So these are the ones we ended up getting. Went ahead and got a bag of blueberries, some carrots, and then I got a bag of flour. I picked up the steaks. I wasn't going to actually even look at the steaks. I had to get I've got a temporary crown in my mouth, so it's like a fake crown, and I'm supposed to get it in another 2 weeks. I cracked my tooth up on the top of my mouth on some pumpkin seeds that I honey roasted. I guess they were like real hard, because it almost caramelizes on them and almost like a hard candy shell, and I cracked it. Didn't even know it till I went to the dentist for just a cleaning. So I wasn't really buying any steak, but I can still chew on the other side for right now. So I ended up picking up this steak. They only had 2 packages of it because I thought, okay, the steaks are cut a little thinner, but I can't beat 2 steaks for $8.90. It was $12. And then the other one, 2 for $7.60. Now, one steak in the store there, the cheapest one they had was $7. So if I would have bought that, I would have been already $15 to get 2. And I thought, well, I can go ahead and freeze one. I can fix one for my husband and I, and the other one I can freeze. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I went ahead and got the boneless chuck roast. Now, the sale that they had this week is you buy one, you get the other one half off. Now, you could also mix or match. So you could have done one roast and then I got a whole chicken. Or you could have done like a pork roast. So I ended up paying this price for the roast, $26.98, which is high. But I got the chicken. It was $10.33, but I only paid $5. So I got it half. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. And again, you don't want to pay full price for meat. So if you can get it like this, then yeah, of course you try to get it. Went ahead and got another peanut butter, some Carnation evaporated milk. I'm okay with the Meijer brand. They just didn't have it there on the shelf. So this was 2 for $3, the sale price. I went ahead and got that. Got some Lysol cleaner. I needed some of that. I got some potatoes. I picked up this ice cream for my husband. It was $4.99 regular price, but there was a coupon in my app for Save a Dollar. So I went ahead and got that for my husband. Thought he would like it. Got some more vanilla yogurt. My grandson's eating it as well. Got two bottles of Thousand Island dressing for my husband. Some taco shells. I picked these up for my dog. They're a seasonal one. He usually likes these because they're chicken flavored. Chicken is like his favorite. I was able to snag these peas clearance, and I do like peas. Can't beat $1.37 for that. And then I snagged this chicken. Now, again, I only buy the Katie's Best organic if it's on sale. Because as you can see, the regular price, $13 for 1 pound. Yeah, I wouldn't be buying that. But for $5.88, it's not bad. If I would have bought the same thing, but in the Meijer brand, I would have paid a $5.36. So it wasn't that much more, so that's how I kind of justify it. But she does have excellent chicken. If you have not tried it, absolutely delicious. And again, I usually don't buy the tenders. I usually buy a breast and then I split it down myself because it's just cheaper. But sometimes, convenience like this, kind of busy, it's just easy to get out. Then I went ahead and picked up some washcloths. I actually got these for my mother for Christmas. They were on sale. They were 25% off, so they were on sale. When I got up to the cash register, they rang up full price, and I told the woman they are 25% off. She goes, well, if I put it in, it doesn't work. Do you still want it? I said, no, because, they had a sign. I should have taken a picture on my phone to show her, but I didn't. She was able to put it in. It took it. So it's sad that if you didn't say, hey, this was on sale, they would overcharge me. This was like regular $5.99, so 25% off. That's a pretty good savings. So I went ahead and snagged that actually for Christmas for her. So I was, picking up things for that. So all in all, here was my Meijer shopping haul. My total was $153.23. Well, let me go ahead and show you my Aldi shopping haul right here. Decided to pick up some of these French beans at Aldi's. Went ahead and got 2 pounds of butter. The eggs, I was planning on buying 2 dozen eggs at Aldi's, and this is their price. So yeah, if there wasn't a limit, I would have got more. Went ahead and got a loaf of bread. I picked up these maple leaf cream cookies. I used to eat something like this as a kid. Some of it in there is naturally flavored. So I'm wanting to see if I can try it and see how it will taste. If I like it or not. Went ahead and got a thermometer, kitchen thermometer. I thought that was neat. Kind of reminds me of the one that my daughter has. And she says she really liked it, so I figured I'd go ahead and get that. Got some bagels for my daughter. That for my grandson, baked oat bar. Some pears. Bananas, because my grandson eats bananas like a monkey. Here, I got this gorgeous, gorgeous mum. I thought I'd give this to my mother. I just thought it was so pretty. Went ahead and got a bag of apples, and then I picked this up. One for my daughter, one for my son. An apple streusel dessert pizza. That kind of looked interesting. I thought that, caught my eye. So all in all, this is what I got at Aldi's. My total was $53.82. Well, let me go ahead and show you my Dollar Tree shopping haul right here. Okay, went ahead and picked this up actually for my mother-in-law. Last year I gave her like a fruit basket, so I want to kind of do something like that. Maybe not with fruit, maybe with like some cocoa and some cookies or something like that. So I thought that looked really nice. They just put out their Christmas stuff at the Dollar Tree at mine, so I figured I'd snag that. Got this for my granddaughters. Thought it's something they could do during, the Christmas time, or, a little couple days before Christmas, etc. Picked this up. I thought this just looked nice. There's There is no place like home. I thought it looked cute. And again, I mean, it's like a cardboard material. You can't beat for the price. I don't know if it was $1.50 or $1.75, but still, you cannot beat that. Went ahead and picked up a meat tenderizer, or I call it breaker-upper, for my daughter. It looks a little bit different than mine. She says she likes mine better than her Cuisinart. So again, not always that something costs more, you think it's better quality. It's not always like that. So I thought I'd snag this one for her to try. Got another measuring cup here to use. This is more of an adult coloring book. My older granddaughter said some of the coloring books I had was more kiddie-ish. So I picked this one up. I got 2 rolls of wrapping paper. They were $3 a piece. I thought, for the grandkids to wrap their Christmas gifts. I got, again, a bag to put wrapped candy in for Christmas. Then I actually picked up these, not for my grandchildren, but for my dogs. So actually this one's for my dog, Smokey. And then this one is for my daughter's dog, Junebug. And then this one is for Harley. And, a cheap stuffed animal for them to play with is cheaper than you going into the dog section because those animals are just so expensive. So all in all, this is what I got at the dollar store. My total was $23.43. Here's my Kroger shopping haul. I got a red lettuce. I got a green leaf lettuce. I got some more flour. They've actually raised the price to $3.29 a bag. Used to be $2.69. I'm assuming because we're getting into the holiday time. It's just a couple of days before Halloween. And I guess they've just decided to because of the holidays coming up. Went ahead and picked up some plain breadcrumbs for my husband. I picked up a Breyers ice cream. It was on sale for $3.99. I had a coupon in my app for $1 off, so I went ahead and got that. Went ahead and got the cheese for my husband. It was $1.79, limit 5, and it was a coupon in your app or website that you needed to clip. Then I found this in the clearance section, some bite-sized pancakes. And again, if you haven't had Belgian boys, my family said they're pretty good, so I got these for my granddaughters. And then I went ahead and got this as Snapware, and I got this for $3.08, was $6. That would have come in handy the other day when I had to take my mother to the doctor. I didn't have a container to put some food in, to take with me. So all in all, this is what I got at Kroger. My total was $30.12. Here's my Kroger shopping haul. I went ahead and got 3 heads of lettuce. This is actually red lettuce, and then I got the green lettuce. I got the milk and the half gallon, and this week it was $1.39, limit 5, coupon in your app or your website that you needed to clip. I went ahead and got the family size cheddar jack cheese. My husband likes to eat a lot of cheese on like tortilla chips, and I figured I'd just go ahead and get the big bag. With everybody that is staying here now, they'll be all able to eat them. This was $5.99. It was on sale. It was a coupon in the app or the website you needed to clip. Went ahead and got some peaches. They actually had these clearance for $2, so I figured, hey, it was worth $2 because if I would have bought fresh, probably would be a little bit more than that. Went ahead and picked up a fruitcake for my mom. She really does like the fruitcakes, and I usually give it to her with her Christmas gift, so I went ahead and picked it up. And then I found these in clearance. I got the Stonyfield Organic Tube Yogurt. Again, you can't beat $1.53. I figure one for my grandson and one for my granddaughters. And again, it's perfect just to throw in the freezer. If they can't eat it now, throw it in the freezer, pull it out. They can have it like a dessert. It's delicious. Then I went ahead and got this Cliff Z Bar. And this was, it was clearance, $3.34. And I figured, again, for my grandson to try that. And then I got a whole bunch of spices that they had clearance. I got oregano. This is the Spice Island. And you can't beat $2.62. You see $7.49. There's no way I'd be paying $7.49 for it. It's why I usually buy like the store brand. And then they had onion powder. It says regular price $5.99, $2.10. And then I got chili powder. Matter of fact, I just bought some of that. I don't know if it was like a couple of days ago because I was really low. I wish, they had it then. I would have just bought this. But regular price $7.49. Now, yeah, there's no way I would have bought it for that. But $2.62, yeah, I'll buy it for that. Then I went ahead and got this. They had this in the clearance section, Uno card game for $2.59. I figured when we all gather for the holidays, we sometimes like to play a little bit of games. And so, again, to get it for $2.59 says regular $7. Hey, that's a whole lot better. So all in all, this is what I got at Kroger. My total was $40.23. Now I want to go ahead and talk about this product. I showed a couple of days ago that I purchased it from Aldi's. I guess it's called Benton's. It was sold at Aldi's, and it's called Maple Leaf Cream Cookies. Now, I actually ate something like this as a child, and I remember it being really, really good. Well, and I was kind of a little bit leery to try some of the ingredients because, Aldi's has this thing where most of their stuff they're trying to stay away from. I guess my daughter said like artificial flavors and colors. I was thinking maybe some artificial ingredients, but not everything there, of course, is good ingredients. This one had modified palm oil. But everything else seemed to be okay. Canola oil, of course, there's no butter in here. So I figured I would go ahead and try it, and I did try it. So taking a first bite of it, it was okay. It wasn't horribly bad, but it wasn't good. So it wasn't worth the price I paid. I think I ended up paying almost $4 for that. So it definitely wasn't worth that. But then after eating a little bit more of it, like middle of the cookie, afterwards, I had this really bad taste in my mouth, almost like a chemical taste. To me, it kind of tasted like the smell of, wood cleaner that you're putting on, like on a deck, like the sealer, the wood sealer. That's what it ended up tasting like, the smell of it. I couldn't even really finish the rest of the cookie, but it was just so bad. It was not something that I definitely would not buy again. And definitely it was not the $3.99, worth that price. So again, it's up to you if you want to try it or not. It's just, I'm so used to eating all my food mostly from scratch, but I kind of gave in because again, I remember as a child, it was really, really good. But now, of course, I've been baking for years, with ingredients that are not artificial. I'm not putting canola oil in my cookies. I'm using butter, which again would make it probably taste a whole lot better. At least the maple flavoring was natural. I'll give it that. But yes, it wasn't worth the money. Here's the Costco shopping haul. Went ahead and got 2 bags of blueberries. My daughter ended up picking up these pants for her husband. If anybody's needing pants, really good price at $14.97 for that. We also got some Dove sensitive soap, Chex Mix, applesauce, panko crumbs, some fiber. That's my grandson. He's not happy because his teeth are hurting. Some sour cream. I got 2 chickens. I'm just going to make some chicken enchiladas for it for dinner. It'd be just something real quick for me right now. Went ahead and got a finished jet dry. I got the neti pot. That's just perfect, when you have sinuses, etc. Went ahead and got that. I got another plastic wrap. Again, it lasts me about a year, but I didn't have a spare, so I went ahead and got a spare. My daughter picked up some sweet potato fries. We picked up the eggs. We're going to kind of share the 5 dozen eggs, so we're going to do that. Went ahead and got allergy medicine for my husband. We got 2 bags of brown sugar, 1 for her, 1 for me. Now I also have some more stuff here. My daughter wanted these yogis again for her kids. And then she wanted some more toilet paper, so we went ahead and picked that up. The total of my Costco order for everyone was $297.93. My total was $129.73. Here's my Whole Foods shopping haul. I went ahead and got some bacon that was uncured. It has no nitrates in it. I got 2 packages. My plan is to put it in the freezer to have it like for Christmas and my birthday in January. Went ahead and got some shortbread to try. I picked up my go-to whipping cream. Good stuff. I actually picked up these candy bars for my mother-in-law for Christmas. Like a special, she loves chocolate bars, and I thought this would be a special treat for her. I got a jar of salsa, a bag of chips, and then I got a can of cranberry sauce. I will be doing a video on like the hunt for some good cranberry sauce and see what some of the stores has. And I will be tasting the ones that I find against homemade. So you might want to go ahead and look for that video. It will be out in the month of November. So here's the total of my Whole Foods shopping haul. It was $48.91. Okay, here is my Aldi shopping haul. Went ahead and got 2 coffees for my daughter. I got some mozzarella cheese. I got some sharp and another sharp cheese, cheddar, mozzarella in the block, some butter. I got some Hawaiian rolls. I got some cranberries. I got some bananas. I got some sour cream, some eggs. I picked this up for my grandson for Christmas. I went ahead and got some advent calendars. I got these for my 2 granddaughters. They're chocolate. They had some really nice ones there. This one is 12 Days of Crafting, where you can go ahead and make ornaments for 12 days. So I got one for one granddaughter and one for the other. And then I got this for my grandson. This would be for Christmas. It's an advent calendar. I would say what it is, but he's right behind me. But so you can't really beat these really nice advent calendars from Aldi. So here is what I got at Aldi. My total was $107.23. Here's my Meijer shopping haul. I went ahead and got the milk. They had the gallon milk, but it was all dated for the 8th. And I wanted milk a little bit longer because I'm going to Meijer about once a week to get their milk because it's higher in vitamin D. So I went ahead and bought it this way. It ended up being like $3.30 for a gallon, which is cheaper than my Kroger because they're charging $3.89 a gallon. So I had to buy it this way in the half gallon to get the higher date of the 15th. Went ahead and got a bag of carrots. Needed some butter for my husband. It was on sale. I got these. I got one for my daughter, one for my son at $1.50. Some bratwurst. Can't beat that. Another one for $1.75. Like I said, you can't beat that price because if they don't eat it right now, I'll put it in the freezer. Got some frozen corn, a bag of potatoes. Whew. Excuse me if I'm a little out of breath. I kind of ran and tried to put everything up, so excuse me. I got a box of chicken nuggets. They were on sale. My grandson is eating them like water. Went ahead and got a whole chicken. I actually got 2. I got one here and one here. I'm actually going to put them away and put them in the freezer for Thanksgiving because I'm just worried about them not having any chickens around the time of Thanksgiving. I did get some hamburger, and it was on sale for, well, $5.29 a pound. You know, it still beats $8 or $7, so I went ahead and got 2 pounds here, 3 pounds here and 2 pounds here. Got a head of lettuce. I got some Italian meatballs for my grandson. We're going to try him on some spaghetti. Got some frozen red raspberries. I got some yogurt. I got this one for the grandson. For my husband, I needed some more Worcestershire sauce, if I'm saying that right. I got some canned pineapple, a peanut butter. I got some Cape Cod potato chips, salt and vinegar. Thought maybe my daughter or son-in-law might want to eat them. Clearance. I got a thing of spaghetti, some cream cheese, these sponges. I like to use these. I got mild cheddar and medium cheddar because I forgot to pick it up at Aldi's, or I would have bought it there. I got these Halloween pails. They had them regular $1.99, and they were on sale 70% off. So I could not beat that. So I got one for my two for my granddaughters there, and the other one for my grandson is green, which he already has. So let me go ahead and show you some more groceries over here. Then I got 2 packs of bubbly. It was buy one, get the other one half off. I'm now going to show you the Halloween costumes that I got for my granddaughters to play with for dress up. Let me go ahead and show you these costumes that I got. Wild West. Now this one is actually a medium size, like for a 7 or 8 girl. Comes with a hat. And most of all these Halloween costumes I got, the highest price I paid was $3.69. So usually I would go to like a secondhand store and buy some of these costumes, and I'm going to be using them at my house for dress up for my granddaughters. So I figured I could not beat it because this is even cheaper than me going to that consignment shop. So I got that one. I got this one from, I guess, the movie The Wicked. This one's a small. This one here, I think I only got for like $2.49. I mean, could you imagine? Cannot beat it. They had their Halloween costumes 70% off. Well, all Halloween stuff was 70% off. And I got another Wild West one because I've got one granddaughter that is older, and then I got one that's younger. So one granddaughter is 6, the other granddaughter is 4. So this one's a small. So, you know, they could both be, you know, sisters in the Wild West. And then I got this one, Disney Princess. Small again, 4 to 6X. So like I said, you cannot beat that. That's the time to buy these costumes so that you're not paying full price. And of course, if you have children and you know what your child's size may be next year, you can buy like a bigger size, you could rate clean. They had some adult costumes there as well, but I just didn't really like them. You know, I mean, otherwise I could have got one, but where am I going to wear it besides this channel? So I didn't buy myself one. But this one, here's Pop Star. I thought that one looked kind of cute. This one is for a small 4 to 6 child, and it's got a little microphone with it. Said you cannot beat that. I don't know if it's got the boots in there or not, but if it has the dress, that's, you know, hey, you know, with everything. They may be in there folded down. I'm not really sure. I didn't quite look in there, but I thought, you know, again, I got a good deal. So all in all, my grocery store amount from Meijer was $169.63. It was a lot, but like I said, these costumes were such a steal. I had to take take advantage of it, etc. And again, the chickens, I had one year when I went to the store, it was like 3-4 days before Thanksgiving because I was going to get like a chicken. And I started looking, and because I wasn't sure if I had enough chickens to serve. My family doesn't really like turkey, so I get the chicken. And they didn't have enough in the store. So I was like, well, you know, with what I got, we're going to make it work because they had like one chicken. And, you know, I wasn't desperate, but I thought maybe I might need another one. So I just made a whole bunch more sides, you know, to, you know, justify that maybe I didn't have quite as much meat. So that's why I'm kind of buying ahead, because Thanksgiving is just what, maybe 2.5 weeks away, shockingly. So that is why I'm kind of stocking up there. Well, let me go ahead and show you my Kroger shopping haul right here. Here's my Kroger shopping haul. I went ahead and got a 2% milk. I got some chocolate milk for my grandson and then my granddaughters. I got 3 heads of red lettuce. I got some more bananas because the ones we have that are green, they're just not ripening, and I know we all want to eat a banana, so I got a few yellow bananas. Went ahead and got some vitamin D. It was buy one, get the other one free. I got some chicken gravy. This is something that's for Thanksgiving that I'm putting away. I got some ragu that was on sale for $1.49. That was a coupon in your app or website you needed to clip, limit 5. Went ahead and got the granola bars, or they call them granola bars. These were $1.79. Same with this one and this one. It was limit 5, coupon in app or website you needed to clip, which, like I said, you cannot beat that price. And I thought these would be for like grandson and granddaughter, and these for my husband. Went ahead and picked up some sausage to put on his pizza tonight. Went ahead and got this in the clearance section. I thought of my granddaughter's mango orange juice at $1.44. You can't beat it, and it's organic. Went ahead and picked up some cinnamon checks. I got that for $2.66. Thought of my mother-in-law who loves cinnamon. Thought I could give that to her when I do her fruit basket for Christmas. I picked up a box of Cheerios for me to try, which I haven't had regular cereal in years, but I'm gonna try it. Went ahead and picked up a whipping cream here because I thought about making some hot cocoa for the whole family here, and they may want that. Went ahead and picked this up for my son, some ding dongs. They were clearance for 63 cents a piece. He could take those to lunch. I found these in the clearance section. Cannot beat it. Again, thought of my grandchildren because this is cheaper than even the store brand. So I got 3 boxes. I paid $1.87 a piece for each one of them, which is a steal. And then I got this for my grandson. It was peach and oat yogurt in a pouch. You just cannot beat that price because, you know, the regular price is $6. So there's no way I'm paying $6. And then I got this brownie mix where it was a coupon in my app or website that I got for free. So I couldn't beat that. So all in all, this is what I bought at Kroger. My total was $71.24. Now I had 2 other boxes of cereal that I would show you, but my local food pantry was in at my Kroger, and I don't know about you. We should always, you know, try to either donate our time or money or our food when we can, because you never know when you might need the food bank. Well, if you like this video, please hit the like button down below. This was Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead. I hope you have a good day.